So one of my clients, William, who's licensed with the eXp Realty, had his worst month of the past year. He only did 115K in cash within 1 month, working from home, using his laptop, and I'm not even including income through his real estate sales and revenue share. Now, the majority of you on the other end that are watching this video, you're probably thinking to yourself, how can you use the word just and only doing 115K in cash within 1 month in the same sentence, that you have to sell dozens of homes to do 6 figures in commissions? Well, for this reason, I'm making this video. I'm making this video for any agent at a revenue share brokerage that wants to eventually step out of production, live off of their residuals, and instead build a business that instead works for them. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to be covering 3 big things. Number 1, how William did 115K in cash within 1 month using what I call a self-funding funnel. Number 2, how any busy agent at a revenue share brokerage can replicate William's success even if you're not that top producer or a social media celebrity. And number 3, how the self-funding funnel attracts seasoned and producing real estate agents on demand into your downline without a cap, without a ceiling. So if you're serious about growing your downline to eventually be able to retire in peace, keep watching till the end. You see, long gone are the days where you can only make money by helping your client buy or sell a home. Now, I'm sure, working as a real estate agent and operating as a real estate agent full-time, you've done some sort of real estate investing throughout your career. And I'm sure, as you were working with clients, you came across some really good real estate deals that you just could not pass on, just could not give up on. So you did some sort of real estate investing as a real estate agent. But apart from, real estate investing, you've generally only have worked as a commission-only salesperson. So this has really been your only source or stream of income. But now, thanks to brokerages like eXp Realty, Real Broker, LPT, Epic, Fathom, Kick, Realty of America, there's new and new revenue share brokerages that are popping up into the scene. But thanks to these brokerages, you now have the ability to earn passive income, to earn residual income in a model that's helping these brokerages grow their agent count. From the brokerage's perspective, they're thinking to themselves that, hey, why not pay back our revenue back over to our agents where they're marketing that brokerage for us versus paying that money to social media platforms to advertise our brokerage. A lot of the brokerages are thinking to themselves that why should we pay money to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube to market our brokerage when we can just have our agents market the brokerage for us? So from the brokerage's perspective, this is a great agent growth model. This is a great way for them to grow their agent count. On the other hand, it's also a great retention tactic for them, for their agents, because these brokerages are thinking to themselves that, hey, if we can get an agent to even $1,000 per month in revenue share, 5K per month, or even 10K a month, this one agent is now not going to go anywhere else. This agent is not going to leave the brokerage. So it's a great retention tactic. Not only is this agent going to retain, because who would want to give up an income stream where they're making an extra 4 figures per month passively, but this agent is also incentivized to help the agents that they recruit, that they attract, increase their production. So all in all, the brokerages are, using this revenue share program and these downline sort of model to sort of train their agents, retain their agents, and overall just increase the revenue of their brokerage. I was taking a look at Real Brokerage's valuation, and they hit over like a $1.2 billion market cap. So, any brokerage that is sort of adopting the revenue share program is growing at a very fast rate. It was a big contributing factor behind eXp's, success, where they grew at a very fast rate because of the revenue share program. I believe they've surpassed 85,000 agents at the brokerage the last time that I checked. But all in all, what I'm trying to say is your brokerage is incentivized to help you grow your downline. Now, the question now becomes, what did my client do where he's been able to earn 115K in 1 month using what I call a self-funding funnel? You see, to explain this concept, I want you to think about a really big personality in real estate by the name of Ryan Serhant. Now, for a lot of you that do follow Ryan Serhant, you know that he's really a real estate agent, but he's running a lot of different businesses in the background. He owns a real estate brokerage called Serhant. Maybe some of you watching this video are part or licensed with Serhant. He has his own media production company. He's written a book, Sell It Like Serhant, I believe. He's a YouTuber. He has over 1 million subs on YouTube. He has a software business. He has his own investment fund. He has his own coaching and mentorship program. But he has all these different businesses, and he's really known as a real estate agent. Like, whenever someone thinks about Ryan Serhant, they think of, a real estate agent. But how has Ryan Serhant been able to build all these different businesses? Now, some of you on the other end might be thinking to yourself that, oh, he has a really big team. Maybe he has some really good talent on his team that are building these other businesses for him, which is true. What's been the real key secret behind his success? Now, for a lot of you that are watching this video, I'm sure you've somewhat been able to guess and really see what's really happening behind the scenes. But the real key to success behind Ryan Serhant has been his ability to build a personal brand. The way I like to think about personal brand is you're essentially building digital real estate. It's an asset that's going to grow in value over time. It's something that's compound, it has unlimited scale, and you can build a ton of businesses just on your personal brand. I mean, this is something that Ryan Reynolds has also been able to do. I believe he exited like $1 billion company just because he was invested into it, but he's had a lot of big exits and he's really a business person. But Ryan Serhant, who has millions of followers on Instagram, he has over 1 million subs on YouTube, he's invested a lot of time, money, energy into building his personal brand. Now, this video is not about me telling you the importance of building a personal brand. I'm sure you already know the importance of building a personal brand. But the reason why I'm telling you that his key to success was his ability to build his personal brand is because he used his personal brand to start a coaching and a mentorship program called Sell Like Serhant. This leads to my next point. My client William, he essentially did 115K in cash with this coaching / mentorship program. And by the way, William, he's not like a big social media influencer like Ryan Serhant. He doesn't have millions of followers on Instagram. He doesn't have 1 million subs on YouTube. He's also not a mega top producer, but I'll be getting into how, William started and built a, essentially a real estate coaching business. I'll get into that shortly. But what William really did is he positioned himself as a coach, as a person of status, as a person of authority to start a real estate coaching business, which ultimately leads people into his downline, into his real estate team. Now, when I'm saying William built a coaching and a mentorship program, what exactly do I mean? Is he doing in-person coaching? Does he have a big office where he brings other agents in and he does some sort of live training once a week, or he does it bi-weekly? Does he have a big office? Does he have a lot of overhead? Is this even profitable? This sounds like a full-time job. I might not even have time for this. Like, what is this whole coaching and mentorship? Like, what does this whole concept even look like? You see, William is what I refer to as a modern day agent. So he's essentially running an online, keep in mind that there's a key word here, online coaching / mentorship program, and it only really takes 2 hours of his time per week. And the reason why it only takes 2 hours of his time per week is because he's operating a model called a consultancy. So this is a term that I actually sort of came up with, but I call this model a consultancy because of how little time it really takes per week. So for example, his coaching and his mentorship only really requires 2 hours of his time per week because he does one group coaching call per week that can sometimes go on for an hour or 2 hours long. It has unlimited scale, and it's very scalable because you can have 10 people on this group coaching call, you can have 100 people, you can also have 500 people. Now, he does it over Zoom, but you can also do this over Google Meet. But it's essentially all the agents that he's helping that come on this group call, and he essentially does some sort of a presentation or he does open Q&A. Now, apart from doing this one group coaching call, which is sort of like a reoccurring thing that he has to do every single week. So this is the one thing that will take his time and energy. But apart from that, he only spent time and energy one time in building his online course. So he has a set of training videos that he put into an online course, and he has his own private community. But this is essentially what William, who's a modern day agent, does to do $115,000 in cash in 1 month. I mean, this is far better than driving out to see clients in person. This is much better than answering phone calls at 10 p.m. at night. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, like, what is William teaching in his program where he's been able to do 115K in cash within 1 month? You see, William did decently well in real estate. I mean, he's not a mega top producer, but he's been able to do 6 figures in real estate within 1 year. So what he's essentially doing is he's just simply teaching his lead generation strategies. And of course, being a real estate agent, I'm sure you're well aware, every real estate agent wants to learn how to generate more leads. Every real estate agent wants to know about new ways to generate leads, how to use social media, but they want to learn different strategies. Of course, you can go work with lead generation companies, but every real estate agent wants to generate more leads because more leads means more business, which equates to more commissions. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, William, of course, could teach how to do lead generation because he's done 6 figures per year in real estate. But I don't know if I can teach. And even if I can teach, what should I even teach on? Like, I don't even know what's possible. I don't even know what the market wants. There's already so much better training out there. Why would someone buy my training? Why would someone go through my training? I've only done this much, in real estate. I've only done this much in commissions. I want you to pause here for a second. You do not need to build your own course or your own coaching or mentorship program. There's shortcuts to this. There's faster paths to success. So here's what I mean. You see, by now, I'm sure you've invested a lot of your own money into other people's education program and other people's coaching program and other people's mentorship program. And I'm sure you've gone through a lot of coaching programs yourself. You can go through your email inbox, open up a lot of these programs and see what was talked about, what was the order of the videos. You can re-record a lot of other people's material and make it your own. As long as you're not just copying what other people are doing, you can use other people's coaching programs, other people's courses as an outline, as sort of a way for you to get inspiration. So that's shortcut one. Shortcut path two could be that you partner up with someone in your upline. You could partner up with your broker. You could partner up with your team lead. But anyone that already has training, coaching, some sort of an online course, whatever, you can take that and you can repurpose it for yourself. And if you think about it, you could partner up with someone and someone would be willing to give their material to you for you to use, because if someone's in your upline, of course, they're going to be making more money if you're attracting agents into your downline. So, as long as a person is incentivized, they would be willing to, give their material over to you. Now, the third option is, of course, you can come work with us. This is where I'm going to selfishly make an offer for you to, of course, you can come work with us. We provide a white label, faceless, unbranded digital product where it's already been proven. Over 1,100 agents have bought it. It's around lead generation strategies, using Facebook ads, Instagram ads, organic Facebook marketplace strategies. But it's something that we also provide to our clients. And it's also something William did when he initially got started. He started by using a white label digital product, and then he eventually just took a look at like what we did and re-record his own course so he can have his own face, his own voice to it. Okay, now that you understand this consultancy model that William is running, he's been able to do 115K in cash in 1 month. When I'm saying 115K in cash in 1 month, how did he collect 115K? Like, are agents paying him on a monthly basis? Are they paying him like $100 a month? Are they paying him $1,000 a month? Did they pay him up front? What is this whole, what does it look like? What does it look like from a bird's eye view? This is where the self-funding funnel comes into play. So the self-funding funnel not only funds itself, which is exactly what it means. It pretty much means that it pays for itself, but more importantly, it attracts agents, not just locally, but nationwide. Now, there's 3 parts to the self-funding funnel. So let me cover part 1 first. So the first part of the self-funding funnel is he's running Facebook and Instagram ads. So we're essentially helping him run hyper-targeted ads across North America. What you see on the screen is just an example of one of the ads that he's currently running. Now, since running real estate related ads is such a big part of Facebook and Instagram's revenue, that they make it super easy for you as an advertiser to hyper target real estate agents across North America. If you've ever run ads yourself, you know how easy it is to really hyper target real estate agents on like an advertising platform like Facebook and Instagram. Now, the big benefit here is since he's running ads, he's not the one that's chasing after these agents. He's essentially attracting agents because agents are first looking at an ad, they're clicking on the ad, and they're coming to William first versus him going to other agents. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, now you might be thinking that, how is he funding, the ads that he's running on the social media platforms? Like, is he losing money up front? Is he going in the negative? Is he going into the red, hoping that maybe this real estate agent joins his team or this person joins his downline, and then maybe a year down the road, I'll make some commissions if that agent ends up producing? Like, how is he able to fund, and what is this whole self-funding funnel? This is what leads me to part 2 of the self-funding funnel and leads me to my next point. So anyone that is clicking on his ad, he's sending them to a page that looks like this. So instead of doing, one-on-one meets or meeting with agents in person, doing coffee meets, doing lunch and learns, doing these sort of events, he instead sends all of the traffic, all of the agents over to this one page that looks like this. And he essentially has one video on the page where he essentially sells himself, why agents should be working with them, and he essentially builds and creates value on how he can help another agent increase their production, whether that's with lead generation strategies, with whatever his unique expertise and strategies are. At last is where the self-funding portion actually comes in. So if anyone is interested in working with William, they end up booking a call with them. Now, this call typically happens over Google Meet, it happens over Zoom, but but William is usually on the other end. When someone does book a call with them, he essentially sells the other agent on a 5 or a 10K package to work with them. Agents they do pay 5 to 10K. We've done that over 1100 times. But the best part is that now William is not even the one that is selling other agents. I mean, he has a commission-only salesperson working on the other end that is selling these other agents for him. The best part is that with this sort of model, agents are not only paying him upfront. I mean, I believe about 40% of these agents end up paying him upfront, but the other remainder 60% they end up paying over the span of 2 to 3 months of that 5 to 10K. So since he's collecting so much cash up front, the business is very healthy, is cash flow positive, and he can take this extra cash and reinvest it back into his business. So as you can see, what this whole self-funding funnel is he's pretty much running ads on Facebook and Instagram. He's running these ads nationwide. Agents are then coming to him. They're watching this one video. They're ending up on a funnel, and then they're booking a call with him if they are interested. And then he's on the other end charging them 5 to 10K for his coaching and for his mentorship. And realistically, he's not even selling the agents himself. He has a commission-only salesperson that's selling for him. I mean, just with this sort of lean and mean model, he's able to do 115K in cash within 1 month. And it's really just him, a commission-only salesperson, so that salesperson is only getting paid if he closes the deal. And then he has like a VA that's helping him with fulfillment and onboarding and all that good stuff. Now, I'm going to tie this back into how it relates with agent attraction, but how can you get into coaching and mentorship if this does pique your interest? You see, you don't have to be a big celebrity who's going to be speaking on stages, speaking at EXPCon, Rio Rides. You don't have to be doing these in-person events. You don't have to be doing webinars. You don't have to be a big celebrity to make coaching and mentorship work for you. It's all about just the way you position yourself online. But what I am saying is every person has their own unique strategies and their own unique expertise that has helped them to get to the level of where they're currently at. I mean, if you've done 6 figures in GCI in 1 single month, I mean, not in 1 single month, but in 1 year, I'm sure you've used a unique set of strategies or tactics to help you get there. For example, you might be really good at generating leads using Facebook or maybe Instagram organic, TikTok organic. Maybe you're really good with YouTube. Maybe you've built a personal brand. Maybe you have a unique strategy of getting listings. Maybe you've been able to transition over into commercial real estate. Maybe you know how to generate investor leads. Maybe you've done very well with pre-construction. Whatever that unique strength is, that's what the whole coaching could be around. And keep in mind, at any given time, there's always an agent that is behind you. I mean, if you're doing a deal a month, maybe there are agents that are only doing 1 deal every 2 months. If you're doing 2 deals a month, there's agents that are doing 1 deal a month. If you're doing like 10 transactions a year, there's 144,000. I mean, there's 100 to 120,000 agents that are getting licensed every year in the US alone. So there's tons of new agents that are coming into the market. So the market is essentially replenishing itself. So, and all these agents need help. Now, the only hard part with this entire coaching or mentorship program or business that you are going to be running is really the tech related stuff on setting up the ads, scripting the ads, recording the ads, putting them up on Facebook, Instagram, building a funnel. But that's where you can, I mean, if you're a part of a brokerage or a team, I'm sure there's some sort of a marketing person, a tech person, and you can get help from them. But otherwise, you can also just go on Upwork and Fiverr and sort of hire a freelancer there. Now, this is also where we can also come in as well. If you're watching this video, you're likely will get targeted by an ad on Facebook or Instagram. So you will see that we do practice what we preach. We're spending our hard-earned money back into marketing because we know it produces us at least a 10x ROI. So we practice what we preach. So if you do want help with setting up your ads, you want help with building a funnel, whatever it is, that's where you can book a call with the link in the description below and you can come speak with my team. But now let's talk about why you're here. Agent attraction. How does this entire coaching mentorship program, I talked about Ryan's hand, how does this all tie back into agent attraction? You see, when you position yourself as a coach, as a person of authority, as a person of status, and you're bringing people into your coaching and mentorship program, you build what is called a know, like, and trust factor with your agents. You build these deep connections, these deep relationships with your agents that you're working and helping. Now, since these agents have paid money for your coaching, there's a clear status delta difference, meaning that they've paid you money, you're seen as a coach, you're seen as a person, you're seen as an expert, and they're listening to whatever you have to say. Now, what a coaching business does is it helps you build these lifelong relationships where you deliver so much value to these agents, you lead with value first, and you build so much trust that they will listen to whatever you have to say. So if you ask them to come join my downline, come join my team, automatically their guard is down and they're more open to listening to you. And most of the time, they're not even gonna have any objection because you already helped them, increase their production. You've helped them grow their business. So they're automatically they're just trying to reciprocate to the value that you initially delivered to them. I mean, have you ever thought to yourself why a lot of these, influencers, real estate coaches, people that are always posting online, maybe they just have a lot of followers on social media, why these people tend to have some of the biggest downlines? It's because they're putting their face out there. They're sticking their neck out there. They're the ones that are providing the most amount of value. They're serving a lot of impressions. People keep seeing their face again and again and again. I mean, think about that one agent that you just keep seeing all over social media. You might not even know that person, but you somewhat feel some sort of a connection to them. You feel like you have a relationship to them, and if you're getting free value from someone, you want to reciprocate, you want to give back as well. So once William delivers value through his mentorship or coaching program, that's where he then makes a pitch for these agents to come join his team or his downline. So whatever he prefers, sometimes both, sometimes just one. But the key point here is he's leading with value first. He's not coming off as a sleazy salesperson. He's not coming off as this telemarketing person with and he's not really attaching an MLM tag to his name. He's genuinely leading with value. He's helping another agent grow their production first, and it's only then he makes an offer for that agent to come join his downline or his brokerage. I mean, think about this YouTube video that I'm creating right now. It could be that you got a lot of value from this YouTube video. Now you're thinking to yourself that, what does Agent Attraction IO do? If I got so much value out of this free YouTube video, I wonder what these guys have in their paid service and in their paid product. And you might click the link in the description below. You might end up booking a call. You might end up speaking with my team. But it's all about leading with value first and showcasing your expertise, showcasing your value. The way I'm presenting this video is to, increase status, increase our authority, which is why I'm presenting a case study over to you. Now, if all of this stuff piques your interest, you want to grow your revenue share, maybe you just want to build a coaching business, whatever the case may be, click the link in the description below. Come speak with my team. We'll cover how the self-funding funnel can work in your business, and if it even is a right fit for you, if whether this is the right thing and is the right time for you to act on the self-funding funnel. We'll take you through some of the other clients that this is currently working for. I mean, we have dozens of clients across leading revenue share brokerages like eXp Realty, Rio Broker, LBT, Epic, Kick, Fathom, Realty of America. We are the go-to people when it comes to agent attraction. And at the worst case, I mean, you'll speak to a team member and we may assess that this may not even be the right fit for you, but we will give you a set of action items to act upon so that we do earn your business sometime in the future. So at the worst case, you'll walk away with a set of actionable steps to start working your way towards building your downline, building your revenue share, building a coaching business, whatever your goal is. We'll cover that on the call with you. And it will be with one of my leading growth experts. I mean, these are people that are also working with our clients internally. So it's not that you have to come to the call with your credit card ready, but more so come with an open mind, be open to new possibilities, because this is the new way to attract agents. This is the new modern day age. This is the new way to do things in 2025. And the agents that adopt this model, agents that take on this model with open arms, will be the ones that stay ahead. I mean, it's sort of like the early adopters that adopted this whole agent attraction, the revenue share program super early on. Our entire service is completely done for you. It's hands off, it's automated, it runs in the background, it's evergreen, and it's really built for busy individuals. And all you need to really do is, after, of course, you go through a few days of onboarding, you record maybe 1 or 2 videos for us. When it comes to the ads for the video that's going to be pitching your services, you're really just going to be inserting yourself toward the end of the process, and you're really just going to be taking calls with agents all day, every day, if that is your goal. If you don't even have time to take these calls, we'll essentially help you place a commission only salesperson. So you have someone that's working in the background for you, selling agents on, earning you money, that's only working on a commission only basis. Now, if you're not serious about agent attraction, this is also not for you. If you're also not serious about new possibilities, this is not for you. Only click the link in the description below and book a call. If you're serious about growing your downline, serious about growing your revenue share, and you want to adopt the model of what the top agent attractors at leading revenue share brokerages are doing. Now, of course, this service is not cheap because we only want to work with the right clients, and we do have a maximum capacity of agents that we could take on, of course, due to competition reasons. So take the time, book a call with us. It's only going to be a 30 to a 40 minute call. Do not bring your credit card, but click the link below, book a call, and we'll see you on the other side.